Hey guys, so today is just what am I reading, things I'm doing, and how the week been, health update, all that good stuff. Did not get to do any vlogging this week because every day was something that I had to do, which kind of killed my time, my sleep, all that good stuff. So let's go to the book stuff first. So I have been reading Moon Witch, Spider King, Marlon James. This is the second book in, I believe it's going to be a trilogy. Now, what I would say, I read the first one. I was one of those people that really love it. I will leave that review in the description so you could check out my review for the first one and why I was a fan of it. Now, this book, I would say, made me even enjoy Marlon James some more because this is in a way a retelling of the same story, but with the point of view from a different character. So in this, you get in the Moon Witch, and y'all, I'm one of them people that's been butchering her name. I just know I'm one of those. Sologon. Yeah, her name is odd. She's the Moon Witch. It's hard to pronounce, but you're getting her life story. You're getting from birth to how she became a servant in a kingdom, which is one of the kingdom that is in the first one. Now, what I am liking about this is he is telling the story in a way that you felt like you don't know the story at all. Like you don't know, you're not exposed to this storyline of what really happened. But if you read the first one, there's that reveal in the early part of the book that kind of tell you who the boy was. But you didn't get much of a detail. This is where this comes in. You're getting the build up to it, which is what I think this is. I'm 200 pages in, but I can already tell where the build up is coming from of the boy in this. And so it makes the story a little bit more interesting, especially if you've read the first one. Again, I don't think you can read this per se without the first one. But then there's part of this I feel like you can, because there's no connection yet that much to the first one if you never read it, that kind of deal. But you can't. You do need to read the first one. I think you appreciate this more if you read the first one. That's the best way I can put it. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to continue. I'm hoping to finish this by the end of the month because I think I'm going to stick to this. I don't think I'm going to pick anything else up. And it also gives me time to do other things since I am in this world a little longer, and I can do other things that I want to talk about next. So that's where I'm at with this one. It is much better in terms of how the story grab you. I think it's less complicated than the first one, which is why I think more people are enjoying this, because the first one is more complicated, but it was my cup of tea because of the adventure that was happening. It was much more adventurous. This is more you're really in a storyline, a plot, the life of one character mainly in this one. So that's how I'm here with this. But I got 400 pages to go. It's a long one. All right. So next is a journal mood challenge. So you guys know I've been hosting this will be the third spring of doing this. I started this challenge of November of 2019. So the calendar is on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, the calendar been there since Sunday. And if you don't have Instagram and you want to still participate, it's available on my blog where you could go and get the calendar there. So this is a word prompt journaling challenge. So you get a word for each day. That's the word you focus on in your journal. If you are on social media, as in Instagram, you would then put hashtag a journal mood and take a picture or a video of you write it in your journal. You do not have to share what you write. It is your personal space, but I want to encourage it because it makes other people feel like, oh, let me jump in, let me do this. The more people journal, the more beneficial it is for them. I think it's just a great way for us to express our feelings, our thoughts, and also to work through things that we need to work through as an individual, whatever we're dealing with. And these words are intended for you to think of things, especially things that you may not normally think of, because there are some words that were pretty new to me, words I don't think about much in my life. But I find when I do these challenges, each season I do it spring, summer, fall, and the last 7 days of the year, that it allows me to really dig in deep of things, and sometimes it brings up things I thought I was over or not, or things that I was over. That healing process and those words make me feel good about myself. So there's so many benefits you can get from journaling. So if you've never tried it, I think this is a perfect time to try it. And because these words are already selected for you, it will actually help you to daily journal much easier than if you were doing it on your own and you're not sure how to come up with that. So I'm going to try and do more series on journaling and how I'm able to do it every day. I've been doing it every day since October 1st of 2019, and how I'm able to come up with a word of the day on my own. And I will talk more about this throughout April. I want to do a little bit more since April is the Journal Mood Challenge. Add more journaling things. I will share my pens. I know people ask me about some of my stationery items, so I will have videos where I will talk about my pens, some of my stationery gadgets, things that I enjoy, why I like it, how it works for me, that kind of deal. All that is coming in April. So yeah, health wise, so this was the week of my 3-month update with my doctor. So guys, I went there with the same intention that I'm doing this on my own. I am doing this cold turkey, and I am going to get my chart back to normal. And so I went in with that attitude. I was a little disappointed because my doctor, once again, cancer. It took 3 months for me to get up in this woman's office, and then she cancer. She had an emergency, and she had to go out of town, and I had to deal with this man who did not listen. So prior to me going into the office, they took some lab work that I needed to do. I still have one more to do, but in there they took one immediately. Before he even get the result, he was trying to push medication on me that I'm like, no. So I am like, he's just not listening. He's not taking the simple fact is I'm working with a dietitian. I am working out. I am losing weight. I'm down 15 pounds and all of that. So when the woman come back in with my result, the man was, the first thing out of his mouth was, wow. I kid you not, guys. That was the first thing out of the man's mouth. Wow. So as a person, I'm getting scared because I'm thinking, oh God, it got worse. My numbers went down low, which is unusual for 3 months. This is what they expect for like somebody who's doing this cold turkey, 6 months, maybe even more than that. So I was able to drop my score down a lot. And then he said, okay, so you're serious. So I felt like you're not listening to me. You needed that in order to confirm that I was serious. I don't want any doctors like that where I can't have a conversation, an honest conversation, and you're automatically thinking I'm lying or something. That's how I felt, when he was talking to me. So he looked at it, he said, what are you doing? Then he asked me what I already told him. I have a dietitian. I'm in the gym at least 4 to 5 times a week. I'm watching everything I eat. When I tell you I'm watching everything I eat, I am watching everything I eat. I am checking my levels on frequently and making sure that I get my numbers down. All right. So now he's like, oh, you need to be the poster person for some of his patients because a lot of them don't. So basically, you have patients that don't listen, so you're judging everyone by that. And that's not right as a medical person. And it's just frustrating because a lot of time especially as Black women, we do not get listened to by our healthcare providers. They don't listen to us. And that was such a frustrating moment. And even though I felt good to know that things were looking great for me, I am still about not that much to go to get back to normal. So I know if I keep pushing, within the next 3 months I will get back to normal. But at the same time, this is a lifestyle change because it's some crap that runs in my family, so I know I'm cursed by that as well. But it is something that I'm working on, and I'm seeing the result, and I'm seeing positive result. And the last thing I want is a doctor that is not. So my other doctor, she needs to get together, because I cannot deal with this man for long. I just can't, because I literally wanted to side-eye his ass in there, because he literally wasn't listening to me, and he was being very whatever. So with that said, if you are a person that's dealing with a medical professional who is just not listening to you, let me know how you deal with that in a way that is just not gonna cuss them out, that kind of deal. But anyway, I am doing well health wise. I am keeping up. I feel good. It is a great motivation. And so last week in the vlog, I was trying new snacks. Let me show y'all what the snacks I got. So this is what my dietitian told me to try. So she sent me to, I don't have a Trader Joe near where I live, unfortunately. So, but this particular supermarket she sent me to had an entire aisle. Guys, I was in the aisle for about 30 minutes, maybe more than that. Slow walking through the aisle. What are you talking about? There were so many variety of healthy snack. We're talking gluten-free, low carbs, sugar-free or very low sugar, no added sugar. That's a big thing now. I have to make sure there's no added sugar in anything that I pick up. And I was, let me try a few things. The one thing she told me to try is a chickpea snack. So this is one of them. And this is a ranch flavor. And this one, not so bad. It has about 14 grams of fat. And they do have 1 gram of sugar in there. So it's pretty good. And the fat is about 7 grams. So this one, I tried it. Yeah, I got my water because all this. And at first I was like, I don't know about this. Then I start eating more of it. I'm like, the flavor kick in. And I'm like, this is actually good. And the protein is pretty high. It has fiber. That's another thing she told me. I need to eat things with fiber in it. Especially that I'm working out, and fiber will help, especially with your hunger and all that stuff. So I had tried this. Now I did not try this one yet. This is the one with the sea salt. So let me open and try this one. Let's see if I like this one even better. This one's less fat, but the carb is 1 gram more. It's plain. It tastes more plain. This one is more plain, but it's still good. This one has that kick, that ranch taste. That kick. So I would say you want more snack, because what happened is I was eating more like nuts, granola, almond, and then like the berries. I getting tired of that. So I wanted something else, and so she was just suggesting things to try. That's how the conversation came up. But these, I say try them, and they're really good. You eat these. Sometimes I will have these a few, like a little hand with cheese and some fruits. That's like my snack. Because the thing about weight loss is you have to eat more often, but small amount. You can't go hours without eating, especially for what I'm dealing with health wise. You can't go hours without eating. You can't do that fasting thing that people do, like what my mom does. She does that. My mom lost a lot of weight, and she looks really good. Can't wait to get her on camera so y'all can see. But these are really good snacks. So then I picked up something else, because I know I like tuna, cheese, stuff like that. So I got these crackers. These are kale crackers. And they are very thin, and the serving size on this is pretty big, so you can eat about 16, I think. Yeah, 16 of these. These are good with cheese, with tuna salad. Whatever side spread you want to put on them, this is good. It's very thin and it is yummy. I actually was a little bit surprised. It's organic kale crackers, flaxseed seed, sesame seed, and oh okay guys, water. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a taste test on camera. All right, my favorite, y'all. This is how much is left in the bag. But these California things, these are hot. These have let's see what seasoning is on there. Of course, sea salt, garlic, parsley, celery. I think, and it says tomato and beet. It's seasoned well. These are going to be, I'm always going to have these around. The serving size on this is also high. This has about the same amount of fat, 7 grams. It has fiber, not a lot. It only has 1 gram of sugar. Has protein, and it has, the carb is a little bit up there, but the serving size is so big that I would never eat. That you can have 20, a serving size of this is 24. I would never sit down and eat 24 of this in just one serving size. Like this is like, probably for the day I would, but it would split up in like a time period. Y'all, if y'all see this in the store, pick it up. Pick it up. It's hollow. I don't know if you're gonna see this on camera, but you could I could literally look through the hole and look through the camera. It's a hole, and it is very light in your mouth. It's like, it's crunchy, but it's light. It doesn't the only thing the texture of it, it's like onion ring. That's the best way I could put it as far as the texture of it. If you ever had the onion ring chip thing, that's the texture. But it's literally just like get in your mouth and it's completely dissolved, which is probably why they say you can have 24 for a serving size. Even though I wouldn't do 24, but guys, I could if I wasn't disciplined. But I'm very disciplined these days on portion size and how many carbs I take in a day. But this is a winner. I cannot wait to see what other flavor they have. This is sea salt. It's not salty. It's not salty at all. So some of you who might have like blood pressure issue might not, want to stay away from salt. It's not salty at all. To me, the sodium level is 180, so it's not high like that. But I'm gonna see if they have others that are not sea salt, like because the garlic flavor of this already, you don't need, that's what giving it a kick that I like. But yeah, so I can't wait to go back to that aisle in the supermarket and see what else that they have that I want to try. But these are the 4 snacks so far that are winning. So yeah, so that is where I have for the health stuff. Planting, I started some more seeding. I bought a new plant, a ZZ plant, and she's pretty. She matches with the other, but she's a much darker. It's a Raven ZZ plant. And again, if you're not a plant person, but you want to get a plant and you don't want a plant that you're going to kill easily, get a ZZ. ZZ never dies. I've had ZZ where I wasn't getting enough like sunlight and I thought the plant was done, and it just sprung back. Just out of nowhere, it just started coming back. So that's another plant that I feel like you can really get away with in spaces that maybe you're not getting enough light, or you know, you're not a good at watering your plant when you should, yeah, try the ZZ plant. But that's what I just decided to get for now, because I think once it gets warm, I'm going to do what I did last year, where she was taking some of the plants that I have in the house back outside. Vivian, she's still kicking, she's still alive, and she's doing well, but she's still starting to have those dry leaf again, which I think she just likes it outside. So I'm waiting for it to get warm so she can go back outside and enjoy it during, you know, the warmer season. So that's where I'm at with the plants and the veggies. I'm planting the veggies, nowhere nowhere near getting anything up yet, just seeding. Renovation. Y'all saw the floor. Yeah, I think, yeah, the floor. I think I put in a clip right here. And it's such a beautiful color. I love the floor. It is not 100% done because the trimmings on the sides and all that is not done yet. It will be done this weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed that my floor will be completely done this weekend. Then I have to work on the fireplace. The lights fixtures are getting changed out. And the other major thing is the painting. There's a lot of the painting that needs to get done as well. It's coming along. It's not as bad. It also opened my eye to a lot of things I need to get rid of. So I did a lot of clear out, and got rid of so many things that was just unnecessary. But there's still a lot of more clear out to do. There's a lot more spring cleaning to do. But it's coming along. My anxiety is getting better, because there's nothing worse than when your place is looking, you know. Now I'm envisioning the decoration part, what I want to keep. I am going to DIY my couch, because I'm not getting rid of my couch. I just want to change of course, the covers. So I'm going to go back to the fabric place and look around and see what they have that I can use to DIY the couch. And I'll definitely show you guys the process of DIYing the couch. And it shouldn't be that hard. I was just checking it out, and I'm like, it shouldn't be that hard. It's just a matter of finding the right fabric that can handle wear and tear of a couch, that kind of deal, and the color that I will be happy with. So I will definitely show you the process of that. So that is where I'm at this week. I hope you guys enjoying this mix this mixed discussion of what's up for me this week, and let me know what you guys are reading, and if you've read the Moon Witch, Spider King, let me know. And yeah, so hey guys, I'll see you in the next one.